Nancy Miranda is suing her neighbor Mike Ozuna in the amount of $4,500 for landscaping she says he destroyed by fireworks he discharged.
Nancy Miranda, you are suing Mr. Mike Ozuna for $4,500 based on some damaged landscaping at your home. I understand. Yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
What happened?
Mike here, my neighbor, on the 4th of July, completely burnt down my backyard. My beautiful bamboo, my brand new landscaping. I had a really nice vegetable garden.
How long had you had the landscaping in?
Approximately about a month. I had paid.
Oh, you had just put it in?
Yes, $4,400 I spent in this in my backyard.
She had it longer than that.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Ozuna, what were you saying?
Sorry, sir. She had it longer than that. She had it probably 6 months.
All right, so she had it for 6 months. It was still relatively new, right?
But she didn't water it.
That is not true,
Okay,
Your
well, what does
Honor.
that have to do? Well,
Okay.
you're confusing me because you're saying that because she didn't water her landscaping, that she caused the damage to her own property.
Yes,
after
sir.
spending $4,500.
Yes, sir.
That doesn't make
Exactly.
sense. to
It
me.
was the 4th of July, Your Honor.
All right.
Yeah, 4th of July, you know, we were having fun, all the neighbors, you know, I had...
Now, were you all having fun together, or were you all?
No,
I was
please.
in my yard, she
oh,
was in
no,
hers.
no.
Okay.
He had nothing about fun.
I heard you. It's a no. All right. And so, why are you so strong in your position that it was a no with him? You all have some sort of problems between you?
Well, every year it's the same problem, you know, with the, I always talk to him nicely. He's my neighbor. You
How
know,
long
but
have you
every
all been
four-
neighbors?
We've been 5 years, Your Honor.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 years.
And and where are you exactly in relation to each other?
Well, he's my neighbor. I try to be nice
Right. In other
to
words,
him.
if this is your house, is he next door to you? Or is he
I'm
Exactly.
to the right. I'm to the right.
All
Exactly.
right. So you are a next door neighbor.
Yeah,
Yes.
next door, our yards are, you know, we have the same fence.
All right. And Mr. Ozuna, I take it you enjoy celebrating the 4th of July.
Your Honor, I'm an American. Of course I do.
Okay.
Well, we're all
We-
Americans.
we were out there.
What are you talking about?
Okay. I understand. I understand.
Anyway, we were out there shooting off our fireworks, and we did this earlier in the day because my kids had to get to bed because, it didn't get
Well,
dark.
this is in
anyway.
Southern California, right?
Yes, sir.
I thought fireworks were illegal in Southern California.
Not to my knowledge, Your Honor.
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't know anything, right? He just starts doing stuff. I told him this several years before.
And
you know,
I keep
be
telling
careful,
her not to
Mike,
light
be
her barbecue
careful.
with
You're
gasoline.
gonna burn
Wait,
something down.
one at a time. He's talking about something else that I didn't even hear you. So let me hear from her.
Sorry, Your
You've had a
Honor.
conversation before about fireworks.
Yeah, the previous years, every 4th of July we would have the same issue. You know, him blowing off Roman candles, and you know, I told him you're going to burn something down one of these days. And see now, my backyard, brand new.
So wait a minute. But you're saying initially you said it was because she didn't water the backyard, but then you just said something about charcoal. What were you
Yes,
saying?
sir, Your Honor. She was having a barbecue, and you can see the thing from space when she lights it. Okay, she puts on so much charcoal.
No.
She puts on so much charcoal, Minnesota could use it for the winter.
Okay.
Okay?
I get it.
And then she dumps, airplane gas on it or something, and I'm not kidding you, it's like a mushroom
And
cloud.
she does this every year.
She does it all the time. I've gone
That
over her
is-
house maybe.
His position is
You're
that.
interrupting him.
I'm
I
sorry,
can't
Your
get
Honor.
information that I
She
need.
barbecues about two, 3 times a week, and I've gone over there repeatedly and shown her how to do it.
Over the course of the 5 years, you're saying on average she barbecues 2 to 3 times a week?
Oh yeah, she has this party and friends.
So she
That
has
is not, I'm very.
Cool it. I got this.
Anyway, she has this barbecue 2, 3 times a week with her friends. I'm always picking up bourbon bottles or Scotch bottles or
Okay,
something
fair
out of my
enough.
yard. But
All right.
anyway, back to the subject.
But now you're picking them up on your property?
Yeah, they get drunk and I kind of chuck them over my yard. I don't say anything about it because I'm trying to be a good neighbor.
Okay.
I am a professional. I don't drink during the week.
You know what?
Okay.
I'm talking and
I'm
telling
sorry,
you to
Your
be
Honor.
quiet.
Oh my goodness, it's so
I
hard.
understand.
Okay, thank you. Sorry.
Okay.
Have
And
you
over the
listened to her
course
for a
of
minute?
5 years, this keeps happening, and she's burning charcoal as opposed to having a gas barbecue.
Yeah, she thinks it cooks better or something. I don't know.
All right. And so you're saying, and this has been going on for years and years and years in the 5
Yes,
years
sir.
that you have been together. Has there ever been a fire at her house?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, that's interesting. So let me go back to you. What's been the relationship in terms of when you've told him, ease up on the fireworks, get your sparkler on? That's what we have parks or beaches or other places for. What has been his response?
He's just like, he doesn't care. He doesn't care. He does whatever he wants to do. That's why we know, and my guests that were there, we saw that it was coming from his yard.
What was coming from his yard?
The Roman candle thing.
Okay, I had
Eyes on
California
Boss
candles,
Ross.
not
Talk to me.
Roman
Talk to me.
Yes, and it came straight over the fence, right into my bamboo, and everything just blew up.
Coming up on a...
So you saw when it actually hit your bamboo.
Exactly,
And when
ignited.
and what was
Your
it
Honor,
actually?
she was in a house.
You're not talking. When it hit the bamboo, then what happened?
Everything just blew. It started burning. I tried to use my hose to get it
Was
done.
your party inside or outside?
Everyone was outside.
So
chilling.
everyone's and was it night at that point?
It's around 9 o'clock when we
Your
started.
Honor, just dusk.
No, you're not talking. Why are you not getting that? You're interrupting her. I
Sorry,
don't
sir.
like it. Go ahead.
Yes, and so around 9 o'clock, and then like 15 minutes after we were out there in the yard, I started my barbecue. I had my rosemary chicken on the barbecue, which he burnt down the garden.
And you know what?
The
You know what?
rosemary
Here's
was
what's
in.
happening. If you're talking to me, why are you looking at him? So your
Sorry, Your
your
Honor.
yard got burned down. This was landscaping you just put in.
Right.
And do you have any proof regarding?
I
what your-
actually did take pictures,
what your
Your
damages are.
Honor.
You took
And
pictures
also,
of it.
there is a receipt of, the cost of all the trees and the sod and my bamboo.
All right, so I'm seeing the receipt indicating this is all the things that you had done. What happened to the previous landscaping? You just wanted to freshen it up?
Yes, to make it look beautiful for the 4th of July. I had
Oh, so you had
friends
actually
over.
planned
Yes.
to have the people come on the 4th to see the new landscape?
Exactly. We were having a nice little party. I had my little barbecue going. I had some wine. All my friends are classy.
Okay.
Not like his people that were drinking kegs of beer
Okay.
and all kinds of
You know what's
liquor.
happening right now? You are being real snarky and sarcastic about
I'm sorry,
your
Your
neighbor.
Honor. Sorry. I was nice to him for too long, and look what he did. Burnt
then-
down my beautiful backyard.
Okay, I don't know
landscape.
what I'm looking at here. You're going to have to help me out. Let's take a look at it looks like some sort of fire damage. Let's look at this on the plasma. All right, so show me what I'm looking at here. To the left is what?
Well, that's how it is right now. Completely gone. See? And the fire department, they had to
Now,
go
is that a
down
gate?
The, fence.
The lines going up and down?
That's the fence between our yards.
Okay.
That's completely gone because they had to tear everything down to get in. And whatever the fire didn't destroy, the fire department had to, hose down with their powerful hoses.
Okay.
So it's a complete disaster.
And so
why
when
are
the
you suing the fire
fire was going on, Mr. Ozuna, what were you doing?
I was actually in the house watching TV. We'd already blown the fireworks off like 15, 20 minutes before she started screaming about her place burning up. She had her barbecue going, and there was a windy day, Your Honor, and there were sparks flying out of that like crazy. Now, she's trying to blame me because she doesn't want to spend money to redo what she did the
But
first
you were
time.
saying that the reason that she had this damage was because she wasn't watering her backyard.
Well, she wasn't, and the sparks
Well, then
flew out of
which
her
is it?
barbecue
Is
and
is
started it on fire.
So you're saying that combined with her not watering, and then and you're saying sparks from the charcoal.
That's what started it.
He's
All right.
just making stuff up.
You're not talking now.
We were done, way done, before it ever got to that, and we didn't do it. And she's trying to blame us because she just doesn't want to spend money.
I
She needs a
understand.
man to handle her life on this kind of stuff. She doesn't know how to light a barbecue. She doesn't know how to change a tire. I've gone over and changed her tire on her car, helped her out on many occasions, and all I get is grief.
Got it. The reason why people come to court and why courts and judges actually have the people in person is because not only am I listening to what you're saying, but I'm listening to what you're not saying. I'm looking to see, does this information corroborate your information? But one of the things that Ms. Miranda said was she talked about this issue of a keg. And the way she said it, she was like, he's over there with that keg and so forth. And then you said, I went back out to get the keg.
Yeah, it was a pony cake. It wasn't a big
So
one.
what that tells me, as opposed to wine coolers or beer or hard liquor, it's like she's credible. She's credible in her testimony. She's credible with what she observed. You, on the other hand, as I started asking you questions, you kind of started shifting your story around. So what that tells me is maybe you are not being completely truthful with me. And if I have someone that's credible, and I have someone that I'm starting to question their credibility, well, then I have to take that away from you, and I have to add that to her. So if she tells me that no one else has been doing those fireworks, because we really have a causation, who caused the fire? and you telling me it was half the neighborhood, but by 9 o'clock I went in to watch the game. Oh, but then I happened to come back out. Not today. Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the gavel is going to come down in favor of the plaintiff in this case. You caused that damage. You will pay for it. Judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $4,500. That is the order, and we're done.
Judge Ross.